Hello world, Shelly here, and I thought today we would go through some of my Amazon must-haves in the beauty and lifestyle category. Not necessarily makeup and skincare products, like I'm not going to get into like the sunscreens I buy on Amazon, that's a whole another video, but I wanted to get into some of the tools and accessories and things like that that I use that I do get questions from you guys about on occasion, so I figured I'd put them all in one place. I will link all of these products down below. On most of my videos, I also have listed my Amazon shop, I guess they call it, where all of my favorites, I just add to it constantly. Things that I buy over and over again on Amazon, I put links to them in that Amazon shop. So all of that will be linked down below. And a lot of these products you guys have heard about here and there on my channel, and some I don't talk about. They're just part of my daily routine. So I figured let's get them all in one place. So first off, let's talk about things you use to clean your face. I did an entire video comparing different types of facial sponges that you can wash in the washing machine, reusable sponges, and I was comparing them to the Face Halo brand. If you missed that video, I will link it for you guys. But I came upon a brand that I love, and I just ordered my second pack of these. It's from Solar Matrix. They're very similar to the Face Halo. They're a little bit more cushiony, a little bit more plush, and I just enjoy them quite a bit. You can get a whole set of these, including the laundry bag that has a zipper. It's a very nice laundry bag, and you throw them all in when you're done using them. Use them 2 to 3 times each. Throw them in the bag, stick them in your laundry. You get the whole kit for $21.99. I love these things. They say that you can use them to remove makeup with just water without cleanser, but personally, I like to also use them to remove my eye makeup, and for that I use a cleansing balm, so they work just as well with a cleanser or a balm if you like to use them that way. So Solar Matrix, my favorites. Next up, I've got some reusable microfiber and other style cloths. So these are the first ones that I had on Subscribe and Save, and I was getting these for several years on every other month on Subscribe and Save. They come in, I believe it's a 3-pack for $4. They're the Always Away makeup removing cloths. And again, you can use them without cleanser. I use them with cleanser, but they hold up really well. I mean, this is literally 3 years old, and I've washed it many, many, many times. I just throw them in my laundry. Microfiber, you're not supposed to wash with your laundry softener, your fabric softener, but I don't really, I don't care. I just throw it in with all my clothing. And these are great. They're reusable. They last a really long time. I've never had to throw one out. That's how well they last. If you want something a little bit more plush and a little bit more luxurious feeling, this is my other favorite. These didn't have a name. They were just face cloths, and they're on Amazon. Let's see. Beauty Muse Pro is what this one's tag says. These are $7 a piece. They're a little bit bigger, and they're very soft. They're almost like velvet soft. And they do an equally nice job. They just feel a little bit nicer. They are a little bit more expensive, but I've had this one for probably a year and a half now, and it holds up just fine. What else do we have here? Oh, let's stick with the whole face theme. This is one of my favorite things of life. So I use the Clarisonic Mia. I've got 2 of these. I've got this one that I keep in my vanity with my foundation brush head on it, and I've got one in my bathroom that I use to wash my face, and this is the thing that I love. It is for the Clarisonic Mia and the Mia 2. It is a holder, like a vanity or desktop holder for your Clarisonic brush, and when your brush is wet, it does have a little hole at the bottom to drain the water out. I keep it next to my sink with the end facing the bowl of the sink, so it all just drains away, and one of my favorite things of life. Let's find this on the list. This is $25, Mia not included. Also in the face category, you know, you've heard me say a million times that I don't like to stick my grubby paws into my skincare products, my makeup products. I just don't like getting my grubby paws in. Even if I've washed my hands, I don't want to put my grubby paws in there. So when I started using cleansing balms, I was sticking my grubby paws in there, and I just don't like sticking my grubby paws in there. How many times can I say grubby paws? Drink! So I purchased a bunch of these little spatulas. They come in a 40 pack for $7.99. I think I'm on my fourth spatula in a year. I basically use them until I can't wash them off anymore. And so I suppose they're sort of maybe a little wasteful in the disposal of something like this, but I use them, for 3 or 4 months before I throw one out. So at that rate, 40 spatulas is going to last me like the rest of my life. But I love them. They're easy to scoop out. I use them to scoop out cleansing balms. I will use them to scoop out moisturizer that's in a tub if I don't have it in an airless container like I'm about to show you, but they're great. They were cheap and they're very handy. The airless container, I love these. I first discovered the airless container in this style when I started using the Drunk Elephant Protini moisturizer because it's similar packaging. Then I found No BS Beauty on YouTube. Her channel, she sells private label No BS Beauty branded stuff, and that is how she supports the continued purchase of makeup and skincare, etc. to review on her channel. She does not take PR or sponsorships, etc. And this style packaging, take the lid off, and there's nothing in here, but you press it down, and inside is airless, so your product is not getting exposed to air, it's not oxidizing. It dispenses usually the perfect amount of moisturizer, if that's what you've got in here, for your face. You just whoop, take it off the top, put it on your face, all is well. When it's empty, you can open the top back up, push the little plunger thingamajig back down to the bottom, fill it up again, seal it back up, and use it again. So it's reusable. It is great for things like the Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm, my favorite moisturizer of life, that comes in a tub, and I don't want to put my grubby paws in there. So thumbs up on these guys. They did just get put back in stock. They were out of stock for a little while. $22 gets you 2 of these. So those are good. What else do we have here? Let's move on to putting some makeup on. Juno makes these little microfiber sponges, and they almost feel, this one's not dampened yet, it doubles in size when you dampen it, it almost feels like velvet, and I really like these. If you enjoy applying your makeup with a damp sponge, the nice thing about these, there's something about the surface of this, I wonder if it'll focus. Can you tell that the surface of it is kind of sort of plushy, velvety? It's just, it looks really, really pretty on the skin. It's just a really nice, it just gives a really nice finish. I really, really enjoy these. You can get them on Amazon. I got a 2-pack of them, and it was $13.99. I got this one, and then it had a little baby guy with it, and it was $14. So a little bit cheaper than the typical beauty blender, and you get multiple sponges with it, and it's really nice. I really, really like the texture. I think it just helps make a very pretty finish to the foundation if you like to use a sponge. Let's talk, oh, you guys ask about this thing all the time. My little butterfly palette that I use on my foundation reviews, I pump out my foundation on it. It comes with a spatula as well. I don't know where the heck that went because I just use these guys. This little guy, he's like $6. Let's find him. $6.26 last time I looked his price up. And I like the size. It's tiny. Doesn't take up a ton of space on my desk. I can hang it off camera. I can hang it. I have a little 3M hook underneath the side of my cabinet of my vanity here, and I can hang it there, and it's handy storage, and it's just a nice little palette. That's all the space I need. I'm not mixing things up for 12 people or anything. I just need it for me. What else do we have here? Oh, let's talk nails, shall we? So this was an idea I got from watching Simply Nailogical, and she recommended for, if you have dry skin, you probably get dry cuticles as well. And I do. And she also recommended it on the actual nails to keep everything hydrated and supple so you're not breaking nails. And I have like no nails right now. I cut them all off. I'm enjoying short nails for the moment. let's get to the point. Jojoba oil. It is just, I chose an organic one because why not? USDA certified organic jojoba oil. This bottle retails for $8.99 on Amazon. And what I do is I combine them with these little reusable nail brush pens. They come 5 to a pack. And once they're empty, you can refill them and you just twist it to get the product dispersed, and then you can brush it on your cuticles and your nails. And because they come 5 to a pack, I keep one on my vanity here, one next to my computer, one next to my bed, one in my purse, and one in my desk at work in my office, because that way I can multiple times per day apply cuticle oil and it keeps everything from drying out. I dehydrate super easily. My skin, my cuticles, my whole body dehydrates super easily, and this jojoba oil really does help keep everything nice and supple and prevents cracking around my fingers and my cuticles. But it also sinks into the skin really quickly, so if I'm on the computer, give it a minute and I can go back to typing, no big deal, and it just feels really nice. And these are reusable, so once it's empty, you just fill it right back up. It is far more economical. I used to buy the Shelly Hokanson vitamin E, and it had some other kind of oil in it as well. To finish off those bottles, I created these by putting half of the leftover Shelly Hokanson that I had and then filled the rest with jojoba oil, and it works really, really, really well. I'm enjoying it and my fingers thank me. What else do we have? Oh, when I shave my face. Tinkle razors. I get mine on Amazon. I usually buy, this is the 6-pack, one is missing, and it used to be here. I took it out to shave my face. So I get them in the 6-pack, and these are so cheap. This 6-pack is $4.48. These are just my favorite razors for shaving my face. I've tried a bunch of them. I tried Sephora had one of their brand. Ulta had an Ulta brand one. I just bought the CVS brand one, but I haven't tried it yet. I don't think it's CVS brand, but it's one of their private label brands that they carry, and I just like these the best. I use them to shave off my peach fuzz, and that is what I enjoy. They are the best for me. What else do I have here? Oh, the Turbie Twist. You guys, I remember through my whole childhood, people talked about these on TV. It was one of those, like, I've seen on TV products, if I remember correctly. And it's for your hair. And when your hair's wet, you wash your hair, you flip your head upside down, and you put it over your head this way so that your hair is, in the front of your head. And then you twist it all up and pull it to the back of your head. And there's a little loop back here that you can stick it in, and you wear it as a cap, and it's just a microfiber cloth that absorbs a ton of water, so it helps you dry your hair more quickly. It keeps the turban on top of your head so that you can do other things, move around, and it won't fall off. I used to just, wrap a towel up on my head, and it would fall off, and I couldn't do anything while my hair was kind of drying because I need to soak some of the water out before I start blow drying. Otherwise, blow drying takes forever. So I don't know why I never tried them when I was a child. I remember them on TV for years and years and years and years. I bought one on Amazon, and I was like, where have you been all my life? What a fool I have been all these years to not try the Turbie Twist. They make all kinds of patterns and designs and everything. Tons of them. If you want yourself a Turbie Twist, where is it on my list? $15.99. I want to say I got 2 for $15.99, but I didn't make a note of how many you get. I'm sorry. I will have it linked down below. Next, let's talk more about grubby paws. Drink. Let's say you're using a putty primer, like the e.l.f. or the Tatcha, and you don't want to stick your grubby paws in it. Buy yourself a pack of guitar picks. This was an idea from you guys. It is the best. I use the guitar picks to scrape out just enough of my putty primers. The guitar picks came in this cute little tin case, and I just have a bunch of them in here, and I just keep them in my vanity, and I use them whenever I need to scoop something out. It's very, very handy. $13.99 got me all these guitar picks. I paid a little more than you have to because these were all super cute designs, and I wanted super cute designs. So we have little this guy, and this guy, and this guy. So, you really don't have to spend as much money as I did, but I will link these down below in case you are curious, but very handy. That was a fantastic tip from you guys. I much appreciated that one. Let's see, we are getting down to it. Oh, here's one that I don't have in front of me. And I'm probably not going to show you an actual photo because you'll see all of the things I store under my sink, like my feminine hygiene products and all of that. But it's an under sink organizer with 2 slide out drawers and then a platform above. It is super configurate? I don't know. Words. But it's really good for organizing underneath your sink, and it makes that space into much more useful storage space. I absolutely love it. It's, not any fancy thing. It's just plastic, but it's fantastic. It's one of the best things that I purchased when I moved into this house was those under sink organizers. And the one that I got retails for $42.27 on Amazon, worth every penny. I have seen the same exact organizer on the Container Store's website, but unless you can get one of their big 20% off coupons, it is not quite as inexpensive there. It's more expensive there, but they do sell it there. Just FYI. I can't go to the Container Store without spending thousands of dollars. I'm exaggerating, but only slightly. That store is so dangerous for me. It's kind of like walking into IKEA. It's like, it's good that there's no IKEA within 2 hours of me. It takes a day trip to plan to go to IKEA because you see what happens. Everything. IKEA everywhere. The other thing I don't have with me, I'll show you a picture, is the wall mount for the Dyson hairdryer. Now, I think this would actually work for lots of different hairdryers, but I have it for my Dyson, and then I also put my Pro Tools dryer up there. It just gets it out of the way. It's a handy way to store it. The cord doesn't get all tangled up. It's attractive, and I think it's genius. It's quite nice. One of the best things I've added to my bathroom. I used to have all my hair tools like in a bin in the sort of the closet next to my bathroom, and your cords get all tangled up and you're pulling it out and trying to untangle it from everything else when you want to dry your hair. Nah. The wall mount is the way to go. This one was $39.99 on Amazon. One of my favorite purchases. Let me look through here. Oh, another one thing I want to talk about, a little bit more lifestyle. Don't have it in front of me because it's all big. Actually, I just didn't want to climb up onto my step stool to get the high shelf in my closet. But it is from Tripped Packing Cubes. I wouldn't have known that I would be a packing cube person until I went on a trip that was long enough that I had multiple locations to go to, and I had to kind of live out of my suitcase a little bit. We didn't stay in one place long enough for me to unpack all of my stuff until the very end. And every summer, the past few summers, I go to Ireland to teach a study abroad program. We're there for 7 weeks, and the first 3 weeks of those 7, we are jumping from city to city to city. And the thing with packing cubes, they're twofold benefit, I think. Number one, you get the most efficient use of the space you have available. You can shrink. I was able to fit 2 pairs of jeans and 6 t-shirts and 7 tank tops, like a ridiculous amount of clothing into this one cube. And even if I rolled everything up tightly as efficiently as I could, it's even tighter if you put it in a cube. So it's like I roll everything the way I would normally for my suitcase, and then I put them in the cubes and zip them all up. Number 2, not only is it good for organizing all of the items that you've got, but especially in the scenario where you have to kind of live out of a suitcase for a little while, you don't have to unpack your whole suitcase to get just what you need. So it's like if you're just doing an overnight in one place, you take out the one that's got your underwear and the one that's got your pants and the one that's got your shirts, and you're good to go. It's just easier than digging through your whole suitcase and then having to repack everything back in. I just find them to be brilliant. The ones I like are from the brand Tripped, and the small set of cubes is $17.95. The large set that has like 6 different cubes in multiple sizes is $49.95. I've got 2 sets of the smalls and 1 set of the bigs, and love them. The last thing I will add to this list, and there are so many more things, just check out the link to my whole Amazon. It's got everything that the ILNP nail polishes, and it's got all that stuff. But the last thing I want to talk about has nothing to do with beauty, but it just saved my behind, and I'm so glad I have it now. It is the Anti-Gravity XP1. It's like a portable charger. It's like a battery that is enough power to jumpstart your car. Crazy. So the most of the time I use it to like charge a laptop on the go, like, or you can charge cell phones and stuff. I mean, it's way too big to carry in your purse or anything like that, but you keep it in your car. But the thing that it saved me for was one time I had to jumpstart my car. I was all alone. There was no way I could have any stranger. No one was going to drive by and save me. Like, I needed to jump my car and I was by myself. And this thing has enough power to jumpstart your car. It's crazy. And you can just put it in your, it's about this big, you know. I mean, it's not that big. I was amazed. I didn't even know these kind of things existed. Like, we're talking Jetsons level here. So for me, I was like, heck yeah, I want this in my car. Like, really, I had heard about it from a friend, and that is what got me inspired to get one. And then I actually had a scenario where I needed it. It retails for $134.99. It has worked. Not only have I jumped my own car, but I've now jumped several friends' cars with this device when they were in a pickle and needed some help. So it's a handy thing to have in your car. The only thing I would say, make sure every few months, take it out, make sure it's all topped off and charged up. But so good. I'm so glad I have it. It just makes me feel so much better. I'm not afraid to go out in the world, because if something happens, I can jumpstart my car at least. True story. There you have it. Some of my Amazon must-haves. What am I missing? What should I try? What should I find on Amazon? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like these kind of product roundup videos, especially if they're a little bit off the wall and not quite makeup, give me a thumbs up down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over, I don't even know what we're geeking out over, all the Amazon things. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.